Hey everybody, so today we're in the kitchen garden and we finally finished the beds that are gonna go in here. Now we threw a couple of ideas around as far as design, how many beds we wanted, but to not overwhelm ourselves or have any waste for that matter and having to put so many plants in here, we came up with this idea that I think is gonna work out just well. But before we get going, I did want to talk about what we're using to fill our raised beds here. So we're using Espoma Organic Raised Bed Mix, and it's something that I've used before but didn't get a chance to fully understand the product because of where we were living at before. We had to move some of the stuff that we were doing, so I didn't get to really grow anything in there, but I'm excited to be using it today because I get to see what it does this whole year throughout the season. Now, it's the same quality as the potting mix, but it's for raised beds. So I'm excited to use it here because I know it's gonna do great. We've been using Espoma Organic for quite some time. And I do wanna thank Espoma because they has been supporting us ever since we started our gardening journey as far as YouTube goes. And we've been using them even before that with some of the stuff that we've grown in the past. So Alexis is out here in the garden. She helped me bring all these bags in, so did Angie. Right now, she's just gonna help me. Actually, Alexis helped me build some of these beds. I gave her the drill. I let her use the saw. So, you know, for her to get that experience in cutting things and doing things and using the drill and stuff like that. She even dug some of the areas so we can get these beds level, because you can see it's kind of a slope. It's not as bad as the last house, but it's kind of a slope, and we just wanted the aesthetics to go with what we have here in the kitchen garden. So she's actually gonna help me fill the beds with the raised bed mix. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I don't want to plant just yet. I got my soil in all the beds. What I want to do is I want to soak it in there, because as many times as I did these calculations, I want to make sure I got the correct amount of soil in there. And the only way I'll know that is by watering it in so it gets a little moist and it starts to settle in. And besides, I don't want to plant any plants in dry soil. You want to make sure your plants and your soil is wet. That way, when it does go in there, they get the equal amounts of moisture. It's not like a sponge. The soil is actually taking all the water and the plant just still stays dry. You wanna make sure that you're both equal parts wet. Okay, so I did come up a little bit short. I got enough bags for all the beds that I initially planned for, but then I went ahead and made 2 more beds because I thought I was gonna do something completely different in a whole nother area, and it turned out not to be that. So I made 2 smaller beds for maybe some herbs or some other stuff. So I'm gonna have to go back and get some more bags of soil. So those are gonna stay fairly empty until I go get some soil. But for now, we can go ahead, let this dry out, let it settle, and then we do our plantings in a separate video so you guys know exactly what we're planting in here. Now, before I do plant, I'm gonna use biotone as well, and we'll talk about that in the next video as well. But I do wanna talk about the raised bed mix. So you can get raised bed mix just about anywhere. You can get it from the big box stores, you can get it from your local garden center. It's available pretty much everywhere. But why use Espoma Organics? The reason why I use Espoma Organics is basically because of quality. And it's a company that I trust, and it's something that we've been using, like I said, since day one when we were gardening on YouTube. We started using Espoma Organics, and we saw the difference in quality of what this product does versus another product. And besides, I see it as an investment. Now I can go buy, you know, a less expensive bag at the big box store and get 30 bags for maybe, you know, $30, $40, depending on what type of sales they have this day or that day, whatever the case is. Or I can really invest in good quality soil that I know is gonna do what I want it to do, have bigger, you know, production when it comes to vegetables, or have bigger plants when it comes to, you know, ornamentals, whatever the case is. It's the reason why I go with the Espoma Organics, and that's because of quality. Now, with the raised bed mix, what this actually has, it's made with all natural mix enhanced with earthworm castings, mycotone, alfalfa meal, kelp meal, and feather meal. Now, I leave all that to the experts. That's on them to create a product that's gonna work in the garden. But they've been doing it so long, for 90 years now, that I trust what they're doing is gonna work in the garden. And that's why we stick with the Espoma Organics. Now, it sounds like I'm promoting the product, and that's exactly what it is. I'm definitely promoting the product. Now, I can't convince you to go and buy Espoma Organic. I can't convince you to change your whole routine, because if what's working for you now is working, then by all means continue to do so. But if you're looking to get into gardening, or you're looking to change up what you're doing, you're looking for better production, bigger yield, I would highly suggest looking for Espoma Organic. Because I know that when I put something in the ground like this, that's already producing quite a bit, like these strawberries, combined with the other products, the fertilizers, you know, and they have all types of fertilizers, whether it's biotone, berrytone, you know, for hydrangeas, for stone fruit, whatever the case is, citrus tone, all those types of things, you know you're gonna get quality out of it. You're gonna get a higher production, higher yield. Like I said, these are gonna taste much better and be much bigger. And it's gonna be something that we're definitely gonna love in the garden here. Okay, so the number one question we always get asked is, where do I find Espoma Organic? Because yes, it is quite hard to find in certain areas. Luckily for us, we've been in areas where we could definitely find it. Best thing I can tell you to do is go to your local garden center and ask them if they carry it. And if they don't carry it, ask them why they don't carry it. That's really simple as that. What I've done in the past is, if I found where they had it locally, within a 50-mile radius, and I'm not ashamed to go drive, you know, fill up some gas, make it a family trip, go to the garden center. While you're there, visit and look at all the plants and pick up your Espoma. That's what we've done in the past. But luckily for us, like I said, we've been able to find it. And those of you that are living in Texas or in the San Antonio area where we have relocated to, there's two places you can go to get your Espoma Organics. There's Fanix Garden Center and there's Rainbow Garden Centers. Definitely filled with product. You can get everything you need as far as Espoma goes from those two garden centers. Okay guys, so that's all I have for you today. I was planning to get some plants in the ground today, but I wanted to go ahead and wet this, let it settle, because I'm probably gonna have to go get some more. Oh, actually I do gotta get some more soil, because I have two beds, like I said, that I didn't account for because I went ahead and built those two extra ones. So I'm gonna have to go get some more soil. We may do some planting in the next video, so I can just get some stuff in these beds that are already filled with soil, and it's gonna be great. I'm excited to have the kitchen garden going. I hope you guys are excited too. Some of you that are already following along are excited to see what we have planned here. Hopefully, I did get some drone shots of what it looks like from the top down. Now, it's not complete. By all means, it's not a professional, you know, setup, but I am doing my best to make this what I want it to be, what Angie wants it to be, what I think the family would appreciate and enjoy when they come out here to the kitchen garden. And besides, we haven't finished yet. We still have some areas that we want to put a bench. I want to build a potting bench, and hopefully I'll do that on a video, because I built a potting bench before out of pallets, and those of you that saw it absolutely love it. So we can do that in another video as well. I have the Espoma apple tree that needs to be planted inside the trowel as well. And you know, just some other fun things that we want to put in here. We have a bunch of flowers that we grew from seed that we're gonna make it look nice in here and attract all those pollinators. Just this morning there was a let me see if I get it right, a black chin hummingbird that was at the hummingbird, and I'll share that footage with you guys. So it's exciting to be able to be here and have a kitchen garden. It's gonna, you know, work for many purposes, hanging out, growing some fruit and vegetables, having the pollinators in here, things of that nature. So we're just excited. So that's gonna do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.